Hello everyone. So today we'll be learning the Ponziani opening. So Ponziani opening starts from the moves which are the most common e4, e5, and f3 and f6. Bloody and c6. Now over here, bishop over here is the common move, Italian game. Bishop the right hope is. But we are going to learn the move c3, the Ponziani opening. So let's get into its first variation. So b4, d5, basic development. Over here, if opponent plays the move knight f6, there are many traps. So first, let's go with the first mainline position. So if knight takes e4 happens, then there's a high chance your opponent falls up many traps. So you do a pawn push. So over here, most common moves would be this or this. Or even if your opponent doesn't have much experience in chess, it can go there back, de-developing its piece and preparing for c6. They have to take and the axle can develop. But if it goes over here, there's a knight trap, and if you see, this knight has no square to work. If it goes here, this will be the. It can't go here because of the bishop. And remember, it only had these two and this square. So this will go pawn takes all happen. Just because of a b7 pawn, it's a trapped knight. So the main line goes when the knight goes to e7. Now, if we see all his major pieces are de-developed, or maybe knight can go there and start developing. But over here, we click this move. Over here, we have many moves, such as knight over here, offering knight exchange. And in this position, if you see, the e file is open, so you don't actually need to do anything much. You can do the exchange, and it'll be a bad exchange for him only, or the opponent. Even if you're taking risk, you can play moves like this one if knight takes happens after this pin its knight, so and you can prepare f4 and all. Also, another recommended move is this, but in this the knight takes, bishop takes. That's only a one variation we have no, and also it can go like this and then. So if you move your bishop back over you, now you know that threatening attacks on this pawn, and also setting up a mate on this pawn. So suppose you castle, it will be your game over. And you have to just move your bishop somewhere, and after knight takes, pawn cannot take in this case because of pin. So not even your bishop. Instead, you can just move your queen somewhere like over here. And we have bishop is not needed to move here. Bishop can move here, which actually is a better move, which will gain your piece. So for preparing that, the opponent needs to play this. So there's a cover. Yeah. In this case, the main line goes with d6, which has a little trap. So after the move d6, you're just going to play bishop b5 plus. And if your opponent doesn't know it, this is a queen trap. King has no square to go. Everything's blocked. Only the queen can take it. And after that, also the opponent is going to lose a piece by this way. Because if pawn push, pawn takes check, and after pawn takes, you have your queen up, complete queen up. So let's go back. So the main line goes with c6, after which there are many ways to respond with this, like knight takes. If pawn takes up and pawn takes, preparing for this move, and knight takes open our force move. And after this and this, you get this free piece. Then take the free piece first, because now you're a piece up. While if you take opponent's rook, and that, then you will be an exchange up. Or another variation is pawn takes, after which, if this happens, it's a bomb for the opponent, and opponent is there. Also, it's not necessary for the knight to take. If pawn takes happen, this, there are many variations. If knight takes this, and you're winning the free piece. If knight takes doesn't happen, and suppose queen to b6 happens, there's another trap you can use. Knight over here. If bishop blocks, it will be better for you only. Call after takes, queen over there. It's a real move. Because if this happens, knight takes can happen, but he can do this move. But right now, that's the only problem. So instead of doing knight takes, you can simply go over here and sit. No, it doesn't have any attack on this pawn. Next move, we can castle, bring the rook, and also attack this over here. You can't attack immediately. You need to first kick off this knight and then you can attack. But the position for white over here is better. And I've seen this move once, that not queen over there, but sometimes if your opponent doesn't know that this will come, if your opponent just wants to exchange all the pieces, this can happen. And now this isn't the useful move. After this also the king has to move somewhere. Oh yeah, there's another thing. Now, if opponent gets this, there's a bit of trap coming up. The opponent can trap your rook. But you can just play this move. And most of the players will take the sleep pawn so that they can get this free rook for complete free. Call after knight over here with knight takes. It'll be like equalish. But you'll give it a check. So if the opponent goes there, you can just play this move. Why? Because I tell you, queen over here, it'll become a queen trap. Let's see. Because engine recommends the king to go back, and after this, what if the opponent goes knight over here, queen trap? Because after this, you're up material. Or instead you can just move your knight over here, better. After takes and knight takes, you're just a queen up, not a queen for two minor pieces. Already you were a piece up, so it's a benefit for you. So, at this point, we have discussed that after this opponent is absolutely crushed. So let's see another variation. So we'll start with the normal Ponziani, but in this, we play bishop c5 is done. Now knight f6. So we'll just play the move d5 over 4, attacking it, and this is the main enemy. After takes, there's two moves, bishop over here or bishop back. Bishop back, nothing much. You can just start your development over here. Get your bishops to here, center, castle, pause, and bring out your queen, start attacking. And bishop check there. You even block with the bishop or the knight. Knight over here also. It'll be better for you if we takes, because after takes, you have a really good structure in the center. And there's only one isolated pawn. You don't need to worry about that. You can just start a good attacking bow. Center. Bishop away is also the move. Bishop here, bishop takes, and queen takes. I would do queen takes because knight over here is a better than knight over here than going to that and trying to develop. Knight needs to support this pawn. Because if knight is here, it doesn't do much when supporting this pawn and the knight. Plus, the opponent can't play d5 immediately because knight is unpinned now. Because after that, it's like, if opponent plays this also, you can develop your pieces. You have developed everything. Opponent tries to develop bishop. It doesn't matter for you at this point. You can get your queen over here with a check. If king can block, knight can block. Doesn't matter, just castle. Go the moves h3 and it's in a good position. So knight e2, knight f6 is a more. After d5, the knight is again limited squares. Bishop supports his pawn. You're ready to castle. So let's look at another move, a really interesting move. So we'll start with the all same moves. First three moves are like for white are almost same in every Ponziani variation, but the fourth move can change. So here if your opponent plays d5, you have this move, queen to a4. Now this spins this knight. Now if pawn takes happens, queen takes happens, you're attacking this pawn. And if pawn takes doesn't happen, suppose any other move like bishop over here, you can take this, because after the knight moves anywhere, suppose here, you can just retreat back to the position like here. Now, doesn't matter if it takes this, because after this, we're supporting this pawn, and you're right now upper pawn. And bishop is not necessary. I've seen the queen over there, where there's like many variations. First up, bishop over here. A really good variation. For now, this knight is like double attack. Queen over there is a knight over there is better mover. Because if this happens, I have found some many they've played many games, and it resulted like this, where you lose a pawn, kind of situation happens. Because now after this, yeah, you'll gain a piece. But suppose queen takes happen, then also you gain a piece. Sometimes it doesn't happen the way you want. At this point, the opponent can just do anything. A knight takes, like after this pawn takes up, the pawn takes happen. If you do with the knight, knight takes happens, pawn takes happens, bishop takes, pawn takes, and this, and this. And then now you want your 7 pawns versus 6 pawns, but this pawn will go if you don't support it fast. More like bishop over there will take away a pawn. And about minor pieces, opponent is up a minor piece. So you're not taking that with knight, but with the pawn. After which, if opponent plays with the knight, you win a piece. And if opponent doesn't take and do some move like queen has limited squares, if there, this move comes up. And the queen is like left with very less squares. And you can just turn to attacking the queen. Or your queen can go over here, which is who you will move. After this, like, the queen again will go there. Because now you can attack over here. The queen of a black is like engine neutral up 3 points. Because after this, engine recommends these moves. But white is up a lot. So that's all about the Ponziani opening. I hope you have understood you.